What's up, everybody? Back again, Warp Charge Gaming. I am George, and this is James and Chris, and we're back for our Thursday night talk show, episode 91, and we do this every Thursday at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Woo!
Yeah, good to be here. I'm excited about this week, though. We got a lot of exciting things. We just had our big major event that we've been talking about for the last few weeks. That major being 58 plus people over 5 rounds, which took us 2 days. Had 64 people sold out event this past weekend, and it was awesome. Chris came from Tennessee. Chris, did you have fun?
Oh, yeah. Damn right, man. I set out to do a few things with the tournament. Didn't accomplish many of them, but there was a few that I was happy to get under my belt.
Yeah, heck yeah.
That sounds awesome, Chris.
It's going to be dope, or it was dope, and it's going to be dope tonight because there's some exciting things that happened at the tournament because it was one of the very first majors of the 2020 ITC season. The participants in our event scored very high into the rankings, and a lot of them skyrocketed into first place. Tonight, we're going to have first place for the Tyranids in the ITC worldwide. Join us, Larry Oliver, and he got that going on from his score at our event. So that was really proud of that.
Hey, can I mention something?
Yeah, what's up, James?
This is also Pre-Marines FAQ.
Yep.
So try to get that score again.
Dude, yeah.
Marine fellows.
He did that with Tyranids. What's up, Kill Team Stream?
But I'm talking about the winner of the event.
Yeah. No doubt. Iron Hands did win, and that won't necessarily be the norm. I see Kill Team Stream out there. He's reminding me of probably part 2 of the video here after our interview. We're going to talk a little bit about trying to create a Warp Charge Gaming narrative custom mission to go down at Adepticon. Apparently, there's some content creators that Kill Team Stream has organized to make some fun narrative missions, and I want to jump into the party. Got some ideas. Want to talk to you guys about that. See what we can figure out. But yeah, we're going to interview Larry here in just a few minutes. We're going to talk more about the tournament, talk about the new ITC missions, and the new FAQ that just dropped. For the moment, let me go ahead and show you guys like the first 20 seconds of the video we made for the tournament. We like to do a little montage video. This is to my buddy's tune, DJ Gone. Show you guys this action here. Crazy cat.
Get that montage.
This is the look of a thirsty warrior. And his thirst is quenched. He's off to fight the battle. Here. Tactical genius, the one G-Stealer Cult player in the tournament. We'll see. He had a plan that no one saw coming. Master tactician at work. I'm zooming real close to your nose right now. Yes, all right, I just pulled the volume down. Yeah, so there's a look at Battlegrounds there, guys. There's the stream rig there. This is what we did this past weekend, and you can see the store is packed out. We got the tournament timers on all the TVs. Every table's filled up with amazing terrain provided by Coastal Wargaming. Coastal Wargaming ran in deep, providing their awesome professionalism that they do. I love the tables, man. I love it, and I can't wait for us to be able to utilize this stuff more throughout the rest of our oncoming tournaments as we now have 16 tables worth here at the store provided by Coastal Wargaming.
Oh, yeah, man, and I gotta say, this year around compared to the last, I feel that we were able to navigate the table placement and stuff much better. It felt much more comfortable, and I mean, there was even, I think, a card player event going on in the background.
Yeah, dude, we knew that there was going to be a large Hero Clicks event, but we didn't necessarily know where we were going to fit it all, and managed to make it work. 20-person event was going on simultaneously as 64 people were playing 40K.
Yeah, dude, I mean, that was impressive to see, because I just look over and I'm like, dude, they're not playing 40K. What's going on here?
Yeah, man. Yeah, the Kill Team Stream appreciates as a fellow TO the round timers around the store. Yeah, man, there's TVs all over the store. It's super dope. Throughout the day, we get to run our promotional content and show people that are coming through the store our different imagery that we have for Warp Charge that James designed for us. So super cool. Real pumped about all that. But yeah, you guys can see that tournament and how many people were competing, and with some real sauce. Everything. If you're a Best Coast Pairing subscriber, you can totally like preview all the lists that were at that event, as well as any other events that go on worldwide for any different game system inside of Best Coast Pairing. Definitely recommend giving those guys some give back, because without Best Coast Pairing, we would not have such accessibility for a tournament organizer to be able to run a smooth event so easily.
I actually, George, was at a game store earlier today playing a game of 40K, and they were watching one of your tutorial videos in the background teaching the TL.
Really?
How to, yep.
That's awesome.
George,
Yeah.
you run smooth events, bro.
Hey, yo, I forget that. Like, I have made a lot of Best Coast Pairing videos. We're all over their tutorial side of things, but it's funny when it's like, oh yeah, like I see the video posted sometimes as an answer. I'm like, oh yeah, I did make a video exactly for this topic. It's pretty cool. I'm excited for our next Best Coast Pairing videos, and I'm sure it's no secret that I can't reveal. But right now they have it to be able to collect data from 40K stats. So like if you were to put in your list from Battlescribe or any typical 40K army builder, they have a data algorithm to be able to mine that information and be able to tell us the things like we see on 40K Stats Center. We actually have, I should pull it up at some point in this episode, maybe after we have our interview. We have our comparison numbers from 2020 to 2019. To look at the different models that were at the event. That was done by our good friend Jason,
That was some really cool data.
Yeah, he went there and mined all that himself very manually through Google Sheets. So good man for that. So yeah, we'll show some of that off. It's about to be time to talk to Larry and Chris. Hopefully, I think you might have some good insight into what he's actually describing there.
Oh, dude, I was looking at his list. I'm excited.
Hell yeah. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and get him the link shot over, and we'll see if things go smoothly with getting him on board here. So bear with me, friends. Yeah, man. So I don't know. The whole time, the Necron player. Honestly, the Necron player and the Tyranid player. I think you guys can watch our previous episodes and totally see us being like, "Yeah, right, Tyranids. Good luck." You know what I mean? So hella impressed. All right, send him the message. We'll see if we get him. Oh man. Yeah, so I'm excited to see what he says about how much practice he was able to get in.
I'm really curious if he thinks he would fare better if the nerf would have hit before the event.
I agree.
I don't see why he wouldn't have. I don't think he necessarily played that many Marines though. There's Larry. Let's see what's up. Larry.
Hello.
How are you, man?
Good. How are you?
Good. I think we got you pretty good. If you can go up any louder, awesome, but no worries. Oh, there you go. We got Larry on the stream, yeah.
Good to meet you, Larry.
What up, Larry?
Hey.
Yeah, man. So
Thanks for having me on here.
Yeah, dude, we're excited. We were just sitting here talking about how awesome it was, the performance that you were able to do, and how just over the last few weeks we were just talking shit about there's no way Tyranids are going to get, this undefeated victory streak. So great job. You got to feel good, man. Number 1 in the ITC now.
For Tyranids, yes.
Yeah, for Tyranid.
Very nice.
But overall, I think I'm 11th right now, which is unexpected, but that's cool too.
Oh yeah,
very cool.
Great place to be. Great place to be. So, dude, I'm gonna pull up your list and whatnot. I'm sure there's been a few people that are like, I want to see that Tyranid list.
Yeah, sure.
There we go. So let's talk a little bit about. I got a lot of questions, but I guess let's go over your list first. And if you want to give us any nuggets about what made you think about bringing the models or the units you did, or the hive, what do they call them? The hive fleets.
Yeah.
Yep.
What was your reasoning for the decisions? I did see you do some pretty awesome screening with some of these rippers. So just let us know what you think here, Larry.
Sure. So you going over the list, or?
I got it here in front of me. You can just
I'll talk about it. All right.
just rattle off.
So it was Swarmlord and Gene Stealers has always been the core of my list for a while, and usually it's Kraken, right? Because you get the double move, double advance, and they nerfed the double advance a little bit, and then Behemoth got this new psychic power in Blood of Baal.
+1 to wound.
+1 to wound, and on Gene Stealers that is gold because you get a AP -4 and a 6+ to wound. So I was like, okay, I'm going to try that. And then while I'm in Behemoth, I looked at the relic that they get, and I'm like, well, there's a pretty good relic for monster scything talons. So I'm like, all right, one thing that my list has always been kind of weak on is anti-vehicle. So I tried the Flyrant, and in addition to that, with Blood of Ball, they added Murderous Size. So at the end of the day, he's 5 attacks, 6 do additional at hits, or attack rolls. He's strength 8, he's AP minus 4, he's 4 damage, and on a 6+ to wound, he's 5 damage.
That's cool.
So that added an element to my list that I didn't really have besides Swarmlord. And he's got the 16-inch move, and with Swarmlord's help, he can just yeet across the board 32 inches and
Yeah.
eat whatever he wants. So that's a new element to the list. And then the Broodlord has a Resonance Barb, which gives him +1 to cast. That psychic power for Behemoth is a Warp Charge 7. It's the most expensive Tyranid psychic power we have, so the +1 to cast really helps out there.
Sure.
Definitely.
And then just a Ripper Swarm unit to fill out the battalion. And that's the Behemoth portion. And then we got Kronos. And Hive Guard have always been strong in Kronos, rerolling 1s to hit. Now they got a new psychic power that gives them exploding 6s to hit. And the Exocrine got a huge buff in Blood of Ball, where if you move it, you can spend 1 command point to make it act as though it did not move. Which means you get all of its boosts, you get to double shoot it, and you get the Kronos thing where you reroll 1s. And it gets +1 to hit, so it's hitting on 3s, and if you use that psychic power on it, it gets additional hits on 5s.
Wow.
So you shoot it, you do 12 shots with it, and typically I come out with 13 hits.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
Oh, that's super
Very
awesome.
cool.
Yeah, and of
And,
course you got the Chronos strat to make people do 1d6 casts, and that can be super clutch.
It came in really handy this past weekend. Yes. So I added a little bit extra because the Exocrine can get shot off the board turn 1 pretty easily. So I added the Tyrannocyte, which is only 75 points, and it deep strikes. It brings the Exocrine with it. So that allows me to put the Exocrine anywhere I want that gets him a good fire lane. Sometimes and the Tyrannocyte can move off after that because it moves. It's not like a drop pile where it stays there. So you can move on to an objective and just be a 12 wound block sitting on an objective, forcing my opponent to have to deal with it.
Sure. Man, I can't even remember seeing, even in casual or not casual, people running that very often because, generally speaking, there's other things to spend your points on, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's been traditionally a waste of points, but it's been really good for the Exocrine, I think.
Do you think, obviously it's a solution for that getting to where you want it to go. So is that just a generalized theme now, or was that something that you were thinking about the Adepticon missions in particular?
No, I was using this list in ITC before I started practicing for the Adepticon missions.
Gotcha. How much practice
I took it
were you
to
able
the
to get in?
my team and I, Wet Wild and Warpy, we practiced in our basement basically for a couple weeks. We got like 5 or 6 games at each end, I think.
Solid,
And,
solid.
So it helped us get used to the missions because they're very different. You scored the beginning of your turn instead of the end of your turn like in ITC. So it was a very different mindset to think about, okay, yeah, I'm moving on to this objective, but I need to survive until the next turn before that matters at all. So it's very different to think about.
Had you been able to go to Adepticon previously, or?
I've never been to actual Adepticon. No.
Gotcha.
This is the first time I've played at a tournament with those missions. So
Sure.
it was
Very
a
cool.
experience.
Well, that seemed to be, just from my outside looking in, that was a big proponent of your success, was how well you played the missions themselves. You kept focused on that element.
Yeah. I realized going in that you have to hold 2 objectives. And other than that, if you just keep at parity with your opponent, remove them from any extra objectives they get to, and then occasionally snag that extra objective, you'll win. Like, it doesn't matter if you get a lot of points or not. It's just winning. So I had 3 games that were pretty low scoring for winning. That's why I got second place in the end. But
Sure.
I was just trying to keep at parity. Like, okay, I'm getting 3 points this turn. If I can get him off that objective, he'll only get 1 point next turn. And then I just did that. And then I'm like, all right, if I can get this 3rd point here, if I move 3 units on there plus a character, there's no way he can remove all that stuff on turn 3. And then I'll get 6 points in my next turn. So
Did you have any major clutch moments where if this doesn't happen, it's game, or I need this baby that you can think of?
Yeah. Game 4 was a really tough game. That was against the Aldari, who won Best Xenos after.
That was
Shamik
an
took it in
awesome
second.
to walk by because you guys were both in round 4 at that point fighting for best Xenos. And
Yes.
here was the top in the Xenos land right now. And his list was
He-
hurting people, man.
It was 3 Wraith Seers, which are basically Wraith Lords with invulnerable saves, 3 Wraith Lords, and 9 Talos.
Yeah.
It was, and he got first turn, so he moved up, and I'm like, okay. I started X-Crown on the board that game because he didn't have a lot of shooting, so I'm like, okay, let's dump all my shooting into a Talos unit because I cannot handle those in melee. One Talos survived with 1 wound left after all my shooting, and I was like, all right, I'm in trouble.
I
So-
walked by that table, man, and it looked like it was an amazing game. And I was definitely rooting for the Bugs. But
It
to
was
see
tough.
it, pulled out, I was like, man, that was a nail biter to the end.
So it came down to the super flyer I was talking about. I sent him to one corner, and by himself, he took out a homunculus, a spirit seer, a wraith seer that charged him. He killed it,
Damn.
and then he took out a Talos. It basically just controlled 2 objectives by himself. It was
What
just
a monster.
It was keeping my opponent off of it while holding 1. And by the end of the game, he had 3 wounds left, but he couldn't touch it. And then another clutch moment was my Neurothrope, who's my warlord.
Yeah.
My Hive Guard got completely swamped, but my Neurothrope's still back there running away. And he got charged by a Wraith Seer, survived. I fell back, charged again 3 times, and survived through all of it, preventing him from getting Slay the Warlord, which allowed me to win by 2 points.
Oh my gosh.
Gross.
Oh, that's amazing. But
And my
Gross.
other flyer was basically unscathed the whole game because it's got 26-inch range with the new relic. So it's a DACA flyer.
Parthenogenesis.
Yes, it's a DACA flyer, 24 shots, whatever. But those are 18-inch range normally. So I give it Pathogenesis. It's 26-inch range. So now I could just hang back, lose my 16-inch movement, stay far away from stuff. It got me line breaker at the end of the game.
Hell yeah.
And it was just picking off stuff and occasionally grabbing an objective.
Dude, the 5 damage combat guy gives me the heebie-jeebies. That's not something I'm used to from a top flyer. You know, they're already kind of deceptively hard to kill, let alone, and their output can be hit or miss.
Yep.
That's
and
great.
at the RTT, I beat an Imperial Fist player and a mixed Imperium player who's piloted by Daniel Polini, who currently is 7th in ITC.
Mm-hmm.
So it can beat Space Marines, and now they just got a nerf. So I'm like, all right, cool.
Oh yeah. So do you think you, without the Blood of Ball book, were you having as much success then, or was it a struggle to compete in the current meta?
It was a struggle because the Blood of Ball just gave me that little bit of extra, because I'm using so much from Blood of Ball. I'm using Murderous Size adaptation to get the 5 damage on that Flyrant. I'm using Pathogenesis to get the extra range on the DACA Flyrant. I'm using the Psychic Powers, +1 to wound, and 6s do additional hits to Chronos. I'm using the new stratagem for the Exocrine to actually make it useful.
Right.
And and the Exocrine also gets a 5-up invulnerable now because of this thing.
Dermic Symbiosis.
Dermic Symbiosis. And if I don't need him to have that, I'll give one of the Gene Stealers units a 2d6 Consolidate with the Journal Webs.
Hell yeah.
Which can be really good for wrapping stuff. Or I can give, what's the other thing? Oh yeah, the Ferocious Ammunition on the DACA Flyrant. So if I need to kill like racks, which my opponent may have a lot of racks, I'll split fire and then do an extra D3 mortal wounds to one of them.
Yeah, that's a ton more utility. Were you doing things like Forces of the Hive Mind, like throwing in some Gene Stealer Cult or anything before, or like what did you have to do?
I was. So last year I was playing a live Gene Stealer Cult.
Yeah.
And it was doing okay, but it was really hard to play. It's a high skill army, and it was just wearing me out.
Sure. Yeah, I had to think a lot.
So I stopped playing around August. World of Warcraft Classic came out, so I jumped on that.
Nice.
And I basically came out of my hiatus in the beginning of the season this month.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the 4th round with Xenos, best Xenos player was awesome, and then the 5th round, I had my heart all in a bundle because I was so excited to see the Tyranids do as well as they were. I wanted to see you win.
And that Lord of Skulls
but
list.
I love Chaos, man. And you know, it was an awesome. For anybody at home, go check out the stream. We had the top table final match was Larry and our buddy Brandon Ackers, I believe, who got best chaos with his 3 Lord of Skulls and all kinds of saucy little Crimson Crown shenanigans.
That was a really fun game, and I had to play super cagey that game because I was gonna get shot off the table if I didn't stay out of line of sight with a lot of this stuff. You know?
Sure. No, it was scary. It was scary. And that big old wall of models, man, it was wild. But that was a great, you know, he'd been doing good work all day, and I thought that was anybody's game, and it was awesome to see you take it, man. Chris, you know Tyranid's best, man. Is there any particular questions that are bubbling in your mind for Larry here?
I had one, but it honestly got explained away at the list building phase. I was curious about the Hive Tyrant with the sights, I guess of Tyranid, the Relic, and the Murderous Size. That's definitely a really cool beat stick unit. And I was actually imagining, just because I didn't catch a lot of the beginning of your game since I was playing, I didn't realize you were using the drop pod for the exocrine, so that's a very interesting way to approach the firing lanes.
I didn't expect that either.
I was expecting you to have it on the Steelers and using the Swarm Lord just like fling up another unit traditionally.
But there's
but
a
that's
different hive fleet from the Tyrannocyte, so I can't even do that if I wanted to.
yeah. That makes sense. I was curious because I'd seen that in your detachments, the drop pod. I was like, surely this is just like in the wrong detachment. But no, man. I mean, that was awesome. Like, I was super hyped to see it.
And when it comes in, you know, it has 15 heavy bolter shots. Sometimes it actually does something.
Right.
I used one in the game today, actually. Yeah, they're cool.
That's awesome. So have you been playing for a long time, Larry? How long have you been into the hobby here?
I've been in Warhammer for 21 years.
Woo! Yeah, definitely
That's
a long
cool.
while, dude.
Since 3rd edition.
Yeah, shit. I started in 7th, so hell yeah. That's awesome, man. Any other game systems you get into, like Sigmar or anything like that?
I've dabbled in X-Wing and the Star Wars tabletop. What's it called? Legion or something like that.
Right.
And I play a lot of Dungeons and Dragons. I'm in like 3 different campaigns right now. So.
Hell yeah.
Very cool.
So that's basically saying if you roll D20s, you play more strategically than your regular D6ers out there.
I really love Mordheim. If you guys ever played that game, but it's like old fantasy kill team. It was really fun.
Yeah, I've heard of it. Yeah, I've been playing Warcry and Kill Team themselves, but I haven't gotten to do like Necromunda or some of those other offshoots. But yeah, very, very, very cool, man. Well, Larry, I appreciate you jumping on with us, buddy. Definitely, where's your next event that you plan on going to next?
Well, this weekend's an RTT at your hobby place in Fredericksburg.
Okay.
The weekend after that is a doubles tournament at the same shop that we had our Adepticon thing at.
Okay.
And then the weekend after that is BFG Con up in Maryland, Frederick, Maryland.
You're coming back to Battlegrounds for the doubles tournament?
Yes.
All right. Nice.
Super cool.
Yeah. What's going on there? What are you gonna play?
My teammate and I, Jason, is going to play his Dark Eldar.
Okay.
I'm going to play with Tyranids. And we're going to mix them up and see what happens.
All right. Well, look forward to having you back,
awesome.
man. Very good luck. So maybe you guys next weekend or whenever that weekend is, March 7th, we're going to stream the doubles 40K tournament. You guys can tune in and maybe catch Larry again wrecking the scene. But yeah, dude, anything you want to throw out at us before you jumped off? I appreciate you jumping on, my friend.
Go Wet, Wild, and Warpy.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Well, cool, brother. Appreciate you. We'll go ahead and close out the rest of this show, and we'll talk to you here soon.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Larry.
Thank you, man.
Bye.
Peace.
Super cool. Yeah, that was fun, man. Larry's a good dude.
Man.
Good tech
I
team.
just realized.
You guys are speaking some foreign language shit, except for like some Demon Prince type sets that I was digging.
Yeah, we don't got no 5. We don't got no 5 damage, man. 5 straight damage. We got that Skull Reaver axe at D6, but damn.
Yep.
I don't
That
remember.
Hive Tyrant was cool.
I don't remember all that sauce. You don't remember you telling us about all that sauce, Chris. You were holding out on us the whole time and just waiting to finish your big hobby project, or?
I mean, I wasn't running bugs this event, and that's a cool trick, though. I wasn't really playing it in my head like that, but that is all basically ball stuff. New relic, new adaptation, like the new adaptation he was using on the Hive Tyrant.
Those
is
are
like plus.
Excuses. You were so excited for this new Genes to the Cult book. No, it's exciting. Nah, that's bullshit. That book came out way before You be scrubbing. You scrub.
Well, that's one way to go with it.
Sure.
Leave it
But
to James.
Tyranid's book came out in November, and I was painting since November on the Cult project.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, overall it didn't go so great for the Colt for you, right? You were the
Oh no, I did bad, man. To be fair, there was a few points where I definitely made some like very obvious like you are not playing this army right because you're swinging with your weapons instead of like using your not weapons. Like you're not staying in combat because you're overkilling stuff like not intelligently.
Yeah. Sounds like
But
something I would do.
I had good games. My first game with Casey was awesome. I had all really good opponents. One of the big things with my list that I was looking to do is try my hand at playing a swarm army efficiently. All of my games, with the exception of one that counted for points, we got in all 5 turns, easily within the time limit, despite moving all those models. And I also had the one freakish game where we pre-set up for deployment, and like 20 minutes into the game, it was like, you don't have enough stuff on the table. You've been tabled before your reserves come in.
That was crazy.
Ugly. That was an ugly
round 5.
moment.
Wasn't that round 5?
That was 4.
And then
That was 4.
Okay, and then I trolled Chris over the microphone. I was like, "Yes, everybody, we just had a game finish." And everybody's like still deploying and just like looks up sheepishly.
Yeah, no, that was really not good. But all in all, man, it was a good time. We actually got in the second game, me and that opponent.
Yeah, you were playing Bobby
Then it was a much
Soto.
better game.
Bobby Soto from the Outer Banks, awesome dude.
For sure.
Yeah,
man, I think it was a good event overall.
hell yeah. I think I just found the unit breakdown here. I did. Jason, the partner that Larry's going to be having over at the doubles tournament we were just talking about, he made this awesome breakdown. So I got it pulled up on the screen. This is the July tournament we did in 2019 versus the tournament we did in 2020. On the column on the left is 2019, column on the right is this year. So some of the funny things in here. Let's see. So, oh wow. Oh wait, did I just see that? Hemlock Wraith Fighters. No, I was thinking that I saw 15 of those. We got Eldar. There was a lot more Guardians. That was all probably Connor. All 50 of those are probably Connor running his.
Yeah.
The Wraith Lords and Wraith Seers all came from one player. Last time there was a lot more Drukhari. Here we go. 16 Razor Wing Jet Fighters from the Flyer meta. This year we only had 3. There was only one all-flyer list, and that was probably his. I don't think that performed super good. That was only hot for a second. We have, a lot more Drukhari than last time than there was this time. A lot less Vex were flying around. Here we go. For the Orcs, we had 0 Orc players, so you can see their column is totally empty, sadly. We had the exact same amount of Gene Stealers as we did last year versus this year, 39 and 39. But we did have twice as many Termagants as a thing. More Ripper Swarms. Acolyte Hybrids stayed about the same, thanks to Chris, the sole player, bringing all the Acolyte Hybrids, 123 of them.
I did it.
Son bitch. Looks like we have 70 Chaos Cultists for the Thousand Suns versus 10, so we had definitely more Thousand Suns action. Not too many more Zangor bombs or anything. Same amount of Demon Princes. 12 Lord Discordants this time versus 7 last time. Interesting.
Oh, man.
70 Chaos Space Marines versus 15 last time. Oh, here's one. This one, here's a big obvious for you. 149 Possessed versus 0. I think we had like 15 Chaos players, and a majority of them were all possessed.
That is crazy. That is absolutely insane.
We just got hit for the Iron Hands and for Adeptus Astartes, but I wonder who's coming next here.
Dude, I honestly don't think the Possessed are too overpowered. I think it takes a lot of manipulation and it's a lot of keys working together. Mm-hmm. Like you have these characters and stuff. Like you can build to destroy that list.
I guess what's sad then is that it's the most prevalent option that everybody's taking. Not that it needs to be fixed, but there needs to be more variety. That's a true story. Yeah. Another big one was Terminators. There's way more Terminators. 19 in this one versus 0 last time. I'm sure there was 10 Dark Apostles versus 0 last time. That goes with those Discordants too, I bet. 6 Master of Possessions versus 0, 5 Sorcerers versus 0. That's a lot of different chaos difference. 19 Warp Talons, obviously there was 0 last time. Plague Bearers, you can definitely see the nerf there doing its work. 137 Plague Bearers this time versus 266, and a majority of that 137 was from one particular player, if not just 2. Yep. Plague Drones, there's Kevin Leonard that came last time, top Nurgle player in the ITC for last year. He brought a all Plague Drones list, and he is the sole proprietor of those 18 drones there from our last event. Hey, there's Kevin right there watching. Good job, Kevin. Best Nurgle player out there checking us out. Then here's some corn. 20 Bloodletters versus 12. That's nothing crazy. Here's a big one. For Astra Militarum last time, there was 482 of the infantry squad. There was half that this time around. Interesting. Less guard. Even with the guard's new book, we actually didn't see a terrible amount of Tau or guard despite their new Psychic Awakening dropping. Granted, it did get released on the day lists were due. Knights. Last time we had 16 Crusader Knights. This time we had 2. Yeah.
Things have changed.
Yeah, shit. There's 16, 21, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 Knights last time. We had 8 Knights this time, 28 last time. That's crazy. That's a whole different meta right there for sure.
I wonder why that is. I almost feel because the Marines are so much better that other people are taking it. Not that Knights are worse, but because other armies are better. Because I honestly feel Knights have actually has all the same tools and haven't been nerfed to the ground.
Yeah, they didn't really get changed much. It's just everything around them changed, for sure. And I think they just got easier to take down. Speaking of being easy to take down, our good buddy Mike. Oh, love you, Mike. it was what I didn't tell James yet, but it was pretty hilarious, buddy. Mike put his Tyranids down, or I'm sorry, his Necrons down. He's a big Necron enthusiast. He was ready to get his ass kicked with Necrons and play in the tournament Necrons. And I talked him out of it, and because I was beating him in 2 turns with my Thousand Sons Lord Discordant list. And I was like, dude, you're getting tabled 2 turns, bro. Run my list. And instead, he got wrecked off the table every game. Now, here's the worst part. Mike rolled in 3 games in a row. Hell, it might have been 4. 3, if not 4 games in a row. Mike rolled a fucking 6 to take the turn, right? So he's rolling for turn. He has the less drops. He rolls the 6. Automatic, I get to go first. And then every game, 3 times, if not 4 in a row, he got seized on.
Yep.
6 for turn. Yeah, baby, let's go. Sets up, ready to rock. And then they fucking seize, kill Magnus turn 1 before he gets to play with them every game in a row. And poor guy got last.
Savage.
Yeah, but, and then the Necron player did 4 and 1. The poor son of a bitch. I love you, Mike.
I mean, to be fair, I sabotaged Mike because we started, drinking like game 2.
Oh, you could totally. You also, Mike was a fucking wrecking ball, dude. He was borrowing my models, and I was like, oh my god, let me just put them over here, brother.
No.
I'm not gonna break models, buddy. Damn it, Chris. He's like, oh man, oh yeah. Chris and Mike got sloshy and had a great time, as any, when you're hanging with the buds, that's what time to do.
Damn right.
There was a hell of a lot more Cataphren destroyers. There was a couple lists from the Coastal Wargaming Cat, particularly. Man, when he took his profile up on the board, it was scurry, dude. He had so many of these destroyers. He probably had the majority of these Cataphren destroyers, and they have such a big footprint and put out such much. They were always there till the end of the game. So much output and resiliency. It was scary, man. So he had a lot of close games. A lot of games were really close and really awesome. There was a lot of funny mirror matches. Top table was Iron Hands versus Imperial Fist, and we ended up not putting that on the stream. 1, because there was a lack of paint, and it was just boring, man. Marines on Marines. I kept walking by, and they were just cool, calm, and collected. Nothing exciting about it.
Dude, I want to know how much that's going to change in just 1 week, since that just got slapped, and it's going to be affecting Adepticon. So that means it's going to be affecting every tournament from now until then. I want to know how many people smashed their Leviathan against the wall.
So let's talk about that for a second. What's actually funny is right here, what I love about the very beginning of this update. I personally love to watch the underbelly or like analyze and think about the underbelly of being the fly on the wall for Games Workshop. And I appreciate their tone that they've taken over the last few years of being very accountable, maybe apologetic even about rules, or like, hey guys, we had no idea people were going to be assholes about this. And like right off the bat in here, this is a first. They have a commentary, and I love that they're so entwined with the tournament circuit in America. Nova, Adepticon, LVO. Right here, their tournament organizer commentary. They actually have a comment from the lead judge at Adepticon. He's like, at the end of the day, 40K tournaments, no matter how large, prestigious, or competitive, are about providing an opportunity for players to spend time with friends, old and new, to divine the state of their luck as revealed by the dice, and most importantly, to have fun. Taking fun seriously. As a tournament organizer of 40K events at Adepticon, providing an enjoyable experience is foremost in my mind after good sportsmanship. Nothing promotes fun more than balance within the game. And so I'm excited to tell you that Adepticon will fully implement and the adjustments in the Space Marine February 2020 update. So it was pretty sick that right off the, they're like, yo, we're going to take this on. They put it right inside the update. That just shows the camaraderie.
It's pretty amazing they put taking fun seriously in the update.
Oh, I wrote that in. That's a little add-on.
No, you felt it. It was embodied in that whole paragraph. It was embodied. Taking fun seriously.
It pretty much says
shout
taking
out
fun
to
seriously.
George Rollins and Richmond, Virginia for just being so smooth.
Oh man, check it out. Yep, no doubt. So you mentioned the Leviathan Dread maybe getting put on the shelves. There's a ton of funny memes out there if you guys frequent the Facebook land or the 40K threads. Everybody's so many funny memes about there. You didn't even paint me yet, and you're putting me on the shelf, and all kinds of shit like that. But I know the combat doctrines. Another funny reading here. I more than reading the rule, I just love that they're like, talking about the idea that as the game was that you were going to progress through the doctrines, and that obviously it'd be more worth it to you to use. They were like, you have more combat weapons, the heavy weapons. We totally thought they would choose other doctrines than the Devastator doctrine. But we realized that people were totally just building lists exactly to just use the Devastator doctrine over and over again. So as a result, we're going to change it up. So apparently now you start out in the Devastator doctrine, and then second battle round you're forced into the Tactical doctrine, and then third you got to go move yet more, and into the fourth and fifth into the Assault doctrine.
It ticks away now. Like you can't just not change doctrines. Like you literally have you have this turn. That's even a point that I was discussing at the shop today with some people. Just people are guessing, because of changes in the meta. What does that mean? Are going to people take more Thunderfire cannons to take advantage of that doctrine? Will I have a chance? Question mark. But that's just speculation.
Yeah. I haven't got much further than that. We got this adaptive strategy, this duty eternal. There's a bunch of shit in here. What's the some of the stuff to make Leviathan Dreads not viable anymore?
So they changed, duty eternal, the thing that half damage incoming, now it's only -1 instead of half.
Sweet Jesus.
And now it also doesn't stack with the other -1 damage. So you can't get can't do half -1.
Yeah, so those 6 damages that became 2 damages are now 5 damage.
Oh, that makes, dude. I saw there was a moment where because again, the Necron player played Iron Hands 3 games in a row, or 4 even. And on one of the games, he rolled the Fat 6 on the Doomsday arc to do 6 damage. And the Leviathan Dread, dropped it in half, and then it rolled his Feel No Pains, and only caused 1 damage out of a Fat 6 D6 damage weapon, Just gross. That's just gross. 1 damage out of a Fat D6er, man. The Necron player was just praying for such results.
They've also made it so you can't take the Feel No Pain before you pass wounds now.
Ooh. Okay. Oh, I see what you mean. Gotcha. Well, jeez. I didn't even know that was a thing. That's gross.
That was a thing, and Adepticon had actually ruled in advance before this FAQ that they weren't going to be doing that. So that's consistent.
Oh.
Besides that, they nerfed the Raven Guard trick as well. You can't turn 1 Deep Strike Centurions.
Okay.
They deleted that stratagem completely. It's just worded delete this stratagem from the book, the one to change what doctrine you're in.
Wow. So was that one of the biggest pains to the Centurions there, or was there some other effects that they made them not as good?
Just the whole culmination like very much hits Iron Hands more than anybody.
Yeah.
Grey Knights are probably the least affected since they don't have doctrines; they have tides, so none of this affects them.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, I'm excited about this. This is going to be a much more interesting meta going forward, and Adepticon is going to be super crazy.
Bro, this is going to be so interesting moving forward because I almost think this puts Chaos back on top. I really do.
Sure. Yeah,
Well-
they certainly have their strengths.
Well, and people, they're talking about like, oh, the Leviathan Dread is bad now or whatever. It's really not bad. It's just not like face roll good. You know what I mean? Like,
Dude, the Leviathan's so good, man.
yeah, exactly.
Anyone who says it's bad just doesn't know how to use it properly. Or
I mean,
like
in
they
cover,
only
it's
have
as durable as a
one
knight.
target like that, and because they only have one target like that, it gets targeted with all weapons that can kill that. Like it's just as simple as that. Like you're just not playing it right because you just hope that you have all these rules that stack on top of it to make it invincible. But honestly, it's an amazing machinery that just rains down hell, and I love it. I make sweet, sweet love inside of it.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked on it. Any word on when are we gonna get this freaking updated Forge World book?
I want it now.
Me too. Come on.
I think Adepticon's going to give us a release date. I'm just speculating, but I think that's when they're going to tell us when it's coming out.
Okay. Any idea? I guess it's once a month. Where is Space Wolves and Orcs next? Is that what's up next?
They are the book up next.
Space Wolves are next.
Next.
Yes.
I'm dancing. I'm dancing.
Next.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm
Dude,
dancing.
you're getting 2 pages.
Ow!
It's all orc. All day, all orc.
I'm so excited. I'm
All
so
day, all
excited. I'm so excited. I'm wagging my
All
tail.
day, all orc.
And we're gonna have new Gazgul model. I hope we get I hope we get some new Space Wolf models. Lehman Russ, baby.
So there's been I saw something rumored about Ragnar Blackmane getting the Primaris Marine treatment, so he may get bigger and more badass ?
Oh, dude, he's the tiniest model ever. He's so weak. Yeah, they need
that. Wouldn't shock me, especially since the ball books like Mephiston and all the Blood Angels characters that got redone, etc. Like I think it was just Mephiston, really. That would be par for the course.
Yeah, I was trying to grab my Ragnar, but he's so small I can't even find the little bastard.
My God.
Yeah, you need to get a little bit taller, a little less smaller. You know what I'm saying? A little more baller.
But yeah, no, I mean, definitely Space Wolves and Orcs are two factions that I think everyone's excited to see redone because right now Space Wolves are the worst loyalist Marines, and Orcs, I mean, they weren't even at the Warp Charge Major. I mean, despite they did decent at LVO, but it's not an easy army to play.
Yeah, no, very true. To have factions be literally zero representation, if not even just one player, it's a little uncomfortable. And then when people do play other factions, when they're playing mirrored list of each other, again, uncomfortable. That's why I was so in love with the that Eldar list it was just different from every list of the tournament. It's not what anybody was expecting. Same thing with the Tyranid player. Larry did it. It was awesome. My favorite ones to watch were the most unique list, and I definitely applaud those folks.
Kill Team Stream comments that they are indeed announcing the Forge World book at Adepticon.
Yep. Yeah, Kill Team Stream is that's one of the things we mentioned in the early part of the episode. We want to try to figure out. I was hoping to spitball with you guys a little bit about some ideas about a custom narrative Warp Charge Gaming flavored mission to be played. So I think we mentioned this previously, but I do not believe they're actually hosting any Kill Team this year at Adepticon. Which I remember that being super sad. Kill Team Stream, is that true? Am I thinking that correctly? It's a bummer, right? Why are they doing that? Come on. But I think that there's still going to be.
No, they have Kill Team. It's just not like the big deal like it was last year.
They just did a smaller version of it.
Yeah, it's like a single like RTT type pod.
Yeah. Last year was pretty serious. Okay. Well, so we need to make up a cool mission. And apparently,
Well,
like,
they heard George Rollins was gonna step in and fucking try to take the ship. He was stepping out this year for some dumbass, lame ass game where some fucking space ninjas and shit.
dude, D20 for life, man. It's a real gentleman's game. Definitely 40K
Don't
for.
talk about gentleman's game with 20-sided dice.
You're pretty much playing a children's game versus a real man's game or woman's game. A real, yeah, Paintflow knows what I'm talking about. Infinity, baby. Best game ever. Okay. Kill Team says they're hosting. Okay, I got it. Let's make Kill Team style. Let's make a Kill Team mission that's based on Infinity. All right? We make them all roll D20s, and we don't have to do the D20 system, all right? But we could. That is good. I feel pretty inspired right now. I could just write a packet or a mission that is based on Infinity. So they wouldn't know who their leader is. It'd be mysterious leaders. Yeah.
You 100% better not be talking about Infinity in the Kill Team right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, dude.
Hey, guy.
No, because
Think about what you're saying right now.
it's like a gateway.
Chris, step in, Chris.
They're gonna be like, this packet is so much fun. I love this mission. And it's like, guess what? That's exactly how you play Infinity. Go have fun. Roll some D20s. Have some actual variables. Know what I'm talking about? No, seriously. So
Chris, you're not saying anything, bro.
I've been inspired. Chris loves it. So you get to bring, you screw the command roster. You get to bring 2 lists to the table. Your leader's secret, and for every model you bring, you're gonna get a fucking order to spend. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, but this is a mission. Like, if it's like a series of missions, you can't go and change the rules for one mission like that.
Oh, I think I can. I think I can.
I don't think you can, dude. I think you're going way off the walls here.
No, I want their heads to pop off. Step 2.
My head is popping off listening to you talking about Infinity into such a sacred game like Kill Team that you made me play. You made me play it.
George likes the extra rivets on the D20s.
Yep.
He's just like fondling little thingies.
Yeah, I got to figure out how to do it without changing the data sheets, because obviously it's an inferior data sheet system. You know, they come on. I mean, yeah.
Come on, bro. Are you gonna make like templates for like cover saves and stuff?
Yeah, we need templates and everything. God,
are you gonna make directional shooting and like firing arc?
Yeah, everybody has 180-degree facing, dude.
Hey, is there real smoke grenades?
Yeah, and let's make it so that everybody gets to react when they see another model. Yeah.
My God.
Yeah,
Hey guy.
Yeah.
You want to just use Infinity rules and just use 40K models?
Yes, I do. Okay, do you hear this Kill Team stream? This is genius. We're gonna get everyone to play Infinity while playing Kill Team, and they're gonna be like, "Why am I even playing Kill Team? I'm gonna play some Infinity now." You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just kidding.
Guys, this is what you invited by asking this man, "Hey, you want to create some missions for us?"
No, he says, as long as I can make it sense, where I'm good to go. All right, it sounds
Hey,
hard.
none of this is making sense. Not any of this is making sense.
Dude, there'll be crits. There'll be some critical damage, you know? Like, oh, you rolled it.
Hey, stop it right now.
Yeah, this sounds way hard, because there's so many rules. All right, skip
Chris,
it.
please say something. Step in.
We're skipping.
Talk sense to this man. You were just with him. Talk sense to him.
It feels dirty, George. It feels like you're doing something. It feels like you're putting Kill Team on the corner to just dance in a skimpy outfit while you're like using the profits to buy Infinity models.
No, dude, it's Buffalo Bill status. You have filleted the person, and now you're wearing their skin, and you're touching your wiener.
Okay. I just got another idea. Paintful exception, help me out. All right, so I've always wanted to run Fenrisian Wolves and Kill Team. I want Fleshhounds and Juggernauts and, cool fast attack models. So maybe it's a Kill Team that only allows fast attack models. something like that. See, you always got to change. Like you got to like be able to. There's so many variables of how many different model types there are. You have to like write all these rules. That's hard.
Well, and I think if they're asking you to write the mission, like if you start getting into like affecting the list building structure by like allowing models typically not allowed,
Yeah.
that kind of also becomes a whole other beast.
Okay. Third idea. I really would like the idea of a co-op between the two players, but obviously one player is trying to. Where it creates a mechanic where you're trying to slit the other guy's throat at the very end. So, like, what if there was a joined, like a mutual nemesis that once gone down that like activated the win condition to be able to kill your opponent or escape? Like, if there was a spaceship or something, you had to peace out.
Could put like an ambull at like every table or something like that.
Yeah, I want some sort of NPC style mechanic. I like it because it could also get affinity players into Kill Team. You're right, Kill Team stream. I think it would be dope, but it does take a. I'm gonna think about that part. All right, we'll think about that. I think there's some small elements of Infinity I can mix in, but a co-op mechanic sounds really fun, and like I would love for people to have to fight like a knight or even just something the size of like Demon Prince. Maybe an endless horde mechanic. Like I know Kill Team Stream probably got some Tyranids. If we just brought like a fuck ton of gaunts, and just like kept swarming the board with gaunts or horrors even. Just every table has like 30 horrors that just never stop coming.
Hey, I'll take 30 horrors that never stop coming. Zing.
Yeah. We're gonna get there, boys. We're gonna get there. So I'm not sure what the way to go is there. If anybody at home is watching this on the back end and you got some cool ideas you want to throw our way, I'd love to hear it.
Hey, I got an idea.
Yeah.
Ready for my idea?
I think so.
It's going to be Kill Team.
Okay.
Like normal Kill Team, right?
Normal Kill Team, right?
Yeah. But when you kill guys, they die.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, no injury rolls.
Okay.
Like the golden gun on GoldenEye.
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, you're gonna roll your injury, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna roll an injury.
Yeah.
And if it's like if it's a 6 to injure though, they're dead. If it's not a 6 to injure, they're dead, but they're an NPC poxwalker. Because now they're a zombie, and you didn't shoot him in the head.
Ah.
That's interesting.
Okay. So how do we get the NPC mechanic to operate? Like the zombie just goes to the nearest enemy, right? That's easy enough.
Yeah, I would say so.
Dude,
I mean,
roll a scatter die, bro.
Yeah.
Scatter die in distance. It walks so far. Scatter die that distance.
Kill Team Stream's digging the Infinity concept, dude. I want it.
I don't know, man. I'm talking out my fucking ass.
No, I like
Don't
your
listen to
idea,
me.
James. I like your idea.
that's a cool idea.
That can add kind of that NPC style, almost co-op.
People
mechanic.
like zombies, bro. That's all I'm saying. Just make poxwalkers appear. Just provide poxwalkers for the mission. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the only concern, and I think why Kill Team Stream says actually doable, because one way or another, the NPC style almost requires the models. But if you do the zombie concept, you could just put a marker next to it and be like, yo, that guy's the zombie now. It could be the same model.
Also, since
But
poxwalkers,
would be cooler.
They would be cooler.
it's not a model that's like super required for tournaments right now. I mean, Plague Bearers anyway. You could probably get some player to bring a bunch of them to Adepticon to be used for Kill Team.
Yeah, no doubt. It looks like we got some fans for the zombie concept. I do like that. I think I'm going to basically mix all this stuff in. The only things that I want to try to squeeze in from Infinity that would be really wild and mess
Don't
with
put the
somebody's
zombies in, bro. Unless you have werewolves.
No, I'm going zombies, dog. I want people to have, I don't know, it'll get busted. It won't work for like Custode players and shit, so I can't really do the order pool thing, even though I want people to experience what that's like. And yet, people would just be so unfamiliar with even like ARO style play, that wouldn't work either. So, hidden leaders, that's easy. We could at least bust that out. That would be cool. Kill Team Stream's about zombies, yeah. So okay, so kill the guy. If you don't get a 6, he's not shot in the head, becomes undead, and then all we got to do is write some rules on how those undead models start to kill the people. What is the mission though? I don't necessarily want it to be like just go stand on objectives or just kill things, how can it be interplayed with the zombies, you know?
Have a bounty for zombies. Every zombie you kill gets you something.
So how about this? You don't even have to roll scatter dice or anything like that. You simply use the Poxwalker movement, and all the objective markers emit noise. So they just always attract towards the objective marker.
Yeah.
So if you're taking the objective, you now have to deal with those bitches.
I dig that. And also, Paintflow had a great idea. He's like, what about like looting rules? So you get to pick up the weapons of the zombies you kill. So like, you know, say you killed like a heavy weapons guy with like a Thousand Sun Soul Reaper or the silencer off a Grey Knight. You can go pick that shit up. That'd be pretty wild.
That's wild, but that's a rabbit hole.
That's real wild, and that gets real crazy.
Well, it's supposed to be. It's supposed to. You can have fun with it. Like one of the dudes, apparently, I don't want to give away any hidden info, but apparently there's like rules to how to play on like a mousetrap board, like the old mousetrap board game.
That's cool.
They're getting wild with it, and I love the idea of the moving to the sound objectives. That's great, and I love the ideas of picking up the weapons. That just gets crazy. That's gonna make people laugh, you know.
Certainly.
Okay, so bounties, the objectives still matter, and then you could just come up with secondaries that are related to, maybe they're preset secondaries that are related to the zombie mechanic. I think this is good enough for me to start dreaming up more, and I appreciate your guys' input. This is nice. All right, you got a Kill Team stream. We're gonna try to do some sort of zombie thing, and we're gonna loot people's bodies and have people shoot each other with each other's weapons. It's gonna be great.
Hey, I don't like to loot people body idiots, to be honest with you. But hey, I don't play any of these games. They're all dumb. 40K for the win!
George, just me brain vomiting some. I mean, like if the bounties don't necessarily contribute to scoring, you could even like have like, you know, each zombie killed, you could choose a model like at the beginning of your turn, like add like +1 strength or AP or something to their gun. I don't know. There's ways to like I feel like that's very like COD. Like, hey, I'm buying a new weapon every round with my zombie kills shit.
Well, no, I think you got to go like pick it up, you know, like because one, if you don't roll a 6, it turns into a zombie, and then you still don't got its weapon. It's carrying it. You got to.
Well, you still got to kill the zombie. Yeah, that's my point. Like, my thinking was like, you know, like you got like a point.
Gonna kill you, and you're gonna become a zombie, bitch.
I think I almost want, like, if you take a flesh wound, and so like if you take damage from a zombie and you get flesh wounded, at the end of the turn in the morale phase, you become a zombie at that point. Because
could even take like a save there.
You know what, George? You're thinking of great ideas, man. It's almost like you thought about this before we even are talking about this.
No, this is all right now. Yeah, it's pretty
wow,
cool.
Man.
Yeah. No, thanks, James. I can't tell you being sarcastic. And wait,
dude, I'm not being sarcastic. I'm being very genuine, dude. You're a smooth end of.
You came up with the zombie idea, so props to you, buddy. Yeah, life is good. Things are awesome. This upcoming weekend is zombies can always move 4 inches toward the close model. Totally. And like there needs to be like bonus points for like moans. Like whenever somebody activates the zombie, I want like some like zombie moans, like oh, you know, whoever. Definitely needs to be like an award.
Brains.
Yeah. For the best zombie table, like each person at the table will get the reward for making the most zombie noises. Obviously, yeah. I like that. Sounds good. Okay, this is good. This episode's been fun. It was awesome having Larry on. It was awesome talking to Tyranid.
Dude, is it already over? No way it's already over.
We're 58 minutes counting down to 60, dude. I mean...
What? That doesn't even make sense.
It happened.
You know what we forgot to do? We forgot to ask our guest, Larry, if he thought that the new Iron Hands changes would have affected the game outcome.
You know what? You guys started talking about WoW, and I checked out, so I forgot to ask him. My bad.
You're good.
Bay Area open. Really cool.
WoW, and I checked out.
Yeah, you know, that happens. James is easily lost when the 40K talk goes away or chaos isn't prevalent.
Hey, no, I'm not lost. I'm there. It's just, you know, it's what those like females like to say is selective hearing.
Okay.
Wait, no, that was sexist. That was with those individuals that don't like when people listen to them say about other individuals who do like to listen to them, just didn't hear them because they weren't interesting enough.
Okay. Okay. Well,
That's my political correct answer.
I'll take it. Paintflow exception suggested, hey man, time flies when you're having fun. Talk about infinity, right? Know what I'm saying?
No, Painflow. No. Stay away from my cheese.
All right. Yeah, it's been an hour. I mean, if you guys, either you want to, run away with the subject real quick, I don't mind going on a little bit longer. We got the new ITC hitting. So I had that pulled up earlier, and I still had barely studied it. Like, it seems like Sappers is a pretty crazy thing.
Oh, dude, I had a lot of fun playing a list today that played on Sappers.
You can literally shut down objectives for your opponent.
Yes, but that means that, like, they can score them if they can get you to, like, attack or do something, because you literally, as a sapper, like, you walk up to the objective, deactivate it, and then if you do anything, like cast a psychic power, deny the witch, or I think you can deny the witch. If you cast a psychic power or you do any kind of attack, you leave the objective in its scoreable state.
Yeah, that's I love that we have that kind of wild mechanic in there. It's one thing to like individually go score your objective, but a whole nother to actually shut someone down.
Yeah, and I mean that was definitely, it wasn't so much as relevant in my game today because my opponent played a very like control the middle, like Blood Angels get in my face kind of list.
Yeah.
And I was getting in his backfield, and I was canceling out some scoring there. But it's a really cool concept. A lot of the secondaries, we had the Postman come into effect. He had Mephiston running around scoring objectives. Then there was additionally just a few other ones. I did Engineers, which you can score faster now. That was a cool thing to be able to do. The new Reaper definitely came into play because, since that's on a wound basis now, like the average Marine list I can actually get for Reaper points now, which was not a thing previous to this.
I'm trying to find the missions here real quick. I had them pulled up a while ago. We got this attacker defender mechanic, and then for the picking of. I didn't see the C's part. Is there literally no C's anymore?
There is no Seize the Initiative.
No Seize the Initiative. It does not exist, brah.
So when you're going first, you're going first when you're deploying.
Dude,
yes.
No backfield.
You also
anyway needed.
You also know when you're picking secondaries.
Oh wait, whether you're first or not.
Yes.
God damn. And then
George, come on, bro, hold it together.
And you're saying there's no
C's.
Like, what about the secondary, like the movement ones and the killing ones? Do you have to choose all in one chart? Can you choose how you want, or?
You have to have at least one movement one and one killing based one. And there's also old school, which can be taken kind of like a neutral, like it's just a third category in its own.
Okay.
But the killing ones are all, for the most part, the standard ones. Gangbusters changed a little bit. Reaper changed a little bit. But then there are the movement ones, and I think the movement ones for me are the more interesting ones.
Sure.
But definitely, you can score a lot of the classic ones much more easily. Engineer, Recon, Linebreaker, they all got ways you can score like 2 points in one turn as opposed to just scoring the 1 point per turn by fulfilling bonus conditions. And all of the killing ones, I think they're really innovative. Like Gangbusters doesn't affect troops now. That creates, some interesting meta stuff because there are units that were not good that are now worth taking. Like I took a 6-man unit of Zone Tropes today for 240 points. Just for invul and shields, basically, and sappers that ran upfield, doing psychic stuff. They didn't die super easily. They scored me 2 of my 4 points. And then the Warriors did the same thing, which not a unit I would have fielded normally.
I think I had scanned over, too, that there was the way that they read about how you can pair, like some of these categories here can be doubled up on while others cannot, right?
Yes, well, actually,
double up.
Nothing doubles up. Literally nothing doubles up at all anymore.
Nothing doubles up, dude. Man.
Except for old school.
Order enough drinks, you can get some doubling up.
Oh yeah, I see that now. Old school.
Only old school.
Yeah, only old school. Okay. Yeah, there's so many more now. How many secondaries do we have at this point?
I think there's 12.
3,
I might be wrong.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. The Postman?
That's that one got used in my game today by Mephiston. You just run around and score different objectives, and if you there is one mission that only has 3 objectives, but if you have gone to every objective on the board with Postman, you get max points. So even in the mission where there's only 3 of 4 possible objectives, you can still max with it.
That's pretty wild, man.
Neat
stuff in there. I'm gonna have to do some studying, man. I need to care about making a list that's unique.
No, dude, don't care. Play your other game that you care so much more about.
George, these missions are super fresh, man. Like, that was one of the points they made.
No, they're not so fresh that he has to make infinity missions for 40K. They're not that fresh. They're not. So you obviously didn't want to speak up earlier, so you know they're not that fresh.
You relax, James. 40K is deep within my soul. But I'm excited about these missions. They're inspiring to make me want to study and make something new and unique. So this will be cool. I've been I still got the same kind of model, so that doesn't change too much. I'm really excited for the Demon Psychic Awakening as well. That'll be fucking awesome.
Yeah, I think I'm anticipating that's the 3rd book from now.
Bro, give me some more corn stuff. I'll be excited.
Oh, yeah. Me too. Yeah, speaking of other games, it's one of the really cool things about Warcry is all the, in Warcry, you can play Chaos, like now between Mortals and Demons, that's 8 different factions you can play in that game as Chaos. It's so cool. So cool. I wish and hope that I get to play a lot more of it. But we got a lot to go that's going to come up in the near future here. I forget what day it is right now. It's Thursday. That's right. Games will be streamed soon. Tune in. Go watch Larry Oliver secure his first for Tyranids in the ITC in the whole entire world on the channel this past weekend. You can watch that as the final round of our major event and see some other cool battles as well. Josh Kinder was in round 2 and won Best Painted. It was just an amazing time. I hope you guys stay tuned for more. Go check out Coastal Wargaming's GT that's going down in the Virginia Beach area in May. That's going to sell out fast, and as soon as that does sell out, we're going to be posting tickets to our July major. That'll be the primer for Nova Open this coming year. And if anybody wants to go play Infinity at Adepticon, hit me up and I'll sell you my ticket for cheap.
George,
Yeah.
George, sorry to interrupt you. It's an important time. But did you just say another major being hosted again?
Oh, yeah, I just said it kind of willy-nilly, right? But yeah, it's happening. We're going to do another one, dude. We're going to bring even more people and everything.
Okay. All right. So the time before this one, it was great. We had some poker chip little objective markers. We had some great prize support.
Yeah.
Then we had this time we had like a giant wait list. We had some drops, but we still had 100% fill up on the day of.
Yeah.
And the second day.
And the second day, which I've never heard of ever.
Yeah.
And we gave away for only a $50 entry fee, $25 objective markers that you would get anywhere else.
It's true, James.
But you can only get there. And now we're gonna do another one. You just fucking casually just said that shit. Like it was no big fucking deal when we were gonna even crank it up a notch even further.
Come on now. Yeah, you're right, James. It's gonna be pretty amazing. Here's the old flyer.
Wow, man, did Infinity fuck you up that bad, bro?
Nah, dude.
Like I'm the one who fucking eats the edibles, dude. Lay off.
I just figure, this is just what we do, man. We do cool things, man. It's all the time. We still got this whole season of season 3 of our Battle in the Warp tournament series. That was our kickoff this past weekend here. And for the next few months, all the way up till June, you can compete for the top winnings within our league. And then we'll kick off season 4 with the next major. I love doing the kickoffs of the season or the finale of the season with a major. And we may have a finale.
Did I get a rose? Did I get a rose?
I don't know. I'll give you a rose, dude, if I had one.
Woo, I got a rose.
Yeah. Great job mentioning that. Which all this talk about other things make me remember, too, that another cool thing that's happening here at Battlegrounds that you should not slump on is freaking Sam Linz, man, is coming to town.
The painting, senor.
Yeah. June 27th and 28th, a 2-day painting class. I think they're like 6-hour sessions, if not longer. He provides a bunch of cool things, and this guy's won like multiple Golden Demon Awards to the point of ridiculous. It's really a legend in the industry, and there's a lot of people that are really excited to come see him. So I'm excited that he's going to be here at our home turf, and I hope people come out and check it out. You can go to his website shown on that little flyer there and get linked up for pre-registration. It's going to be an amazing time.
Damn, that's 2 days. That's a big deal.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick. Your only way you're gonna catch him anytime soon around here in that same time frame is gonna be at Nova Open, which is gonna sell out fast in and of itself. So pretty cool. It's gonna be a lot more personable environment to be able to hang out with him here at Battlegrounds. You're really gonna get, I think, a lot more one-on-one attention than you will in the Nova Open environment. Even though that's gonna be amazing to sell out on its own without any struggle, I'm sure, for Sam there. That's all for charity, of course, which in its own right is very cool. But help support Sam and have him get some monies in his pocket and come watch the legend at work as he teaches you here at Battlegrounds.
Yeah, I'll also take some monies in my pocket because I don't got much. But
James is a good painter. James is a good painter, and he will also take money, by the way. You heard it here first. Nice. Well, I hope you guys had fun. I sure did.
Yeah, man.
Good. Excellent. James?
You take it fun seriously.
That's right. That's right.
I do.
That's right. Bobby Halls, Kill Team Stream. Cap and Andrew, good to have you, buddy. Painful Exception, Infinity, baby. And everybody
Larry!
out there. Yeah, we had Larry. We had Kevin Leonard out there. Someone's name I can't even pronounce that I've never seen before. Good to have you too, sir, or ma'am. And it's been a great time. Infinity Kill Team. I still love that idea, but I swear it's going to take a lot of rewriting everything. I'm going to think more about that too. I'm not going to give up on that. Anyways, I hope you guys are, have an awesome time out there. We'll see you next week. Tune in and watch a lot more content to come over there every other day and all that good stuff. You guys are cool. Is one painful? Yeah. That was a good one, Painful. I'm not going to say. He's like, is one infinitely better? I got to stop. All right, you guys, keep taking fun seriously. We'll catch you next time. Peace.